Welcome to the second video about how to use the Alaska Pioneer Fruit Growers Association website, how to update it and change it and add content to it. Well, in the last video we talked about how to log into the website, the back end, into what's called WordPress, how to create a new post, how to edit posts, and how to delete posts. This time I'd like to show you how to work with pages. So first things first, let's go ahead and log in again. Again, if we hit apfga.org/login, it'll bring us to our login screen. From here we hit login with username and password, your login credentials, and when it's finished logging us in, we'll now have this black bar. If we click Alaska Pioneer Fruit Growers Association from the main website, it'll bring us to the dashboard, and vice versa when we're on the dashboard. Okay, once again, this left-hand menu is where the vast majority of the work or the updating happens. And last time we talked about this posts link where you were able to look at all the posts, add new posts, and we talked briefly about categories. If you go down, there's another link called Pages. And just like the posts, you have the option to look at all the pages or to add a new page. So real quick, let's look at all the pages. As you can see, we have a number of pages on the site so far. About Us, Contact Us, the home page, the members page, meetings, photo gallery, registering for the forums, etc. If you take a look, some of these pages have a little dash before them, and what that means is that this page is a part of the members drop-down. So you see we have meetings, photo gallery, register for APFGA forums. If I were to go to the main site, you would be able to see in the drop-down menus that these pages would show up. So let's go ahead and click on one of these pages real quick. Let's click on meetings because Doug just sent me some updates for meeting times and places. So we click on the meetings page here on the title, and you'll notice that a page loads just like the posts page that we saw. We have a place for a title, we have a place for the details down here. Pages and posts look essentially exactly the same here on the back end. The only difference, of course, on the front end of the website is that posts look like announcements and they're pieces of content that change quite a bit. Pages are actual web pages. That's really the only difference. So you can see here we've got some information, and then Doug sent me this table of meeting times and places for the year. And real quick, let's take a look at what we have for July. So it looks like we're still going to be meeting on the 15th of July at 1 p.m. on a Saturday. And Doug sent me some updates here. So just like any Word document, I can just come in here and start editing things. So it looks like this one's going to be at the Plant Materials Center. And also we're going to take a look at Terry's Orchard and Lanafar as well. So you can see it's just like editing a Word document. And I can just add all the stuff that I need to add. Summer fruit tour. Cool. Good to go. Just like a post, once I'm done editing and I like my changes, all I have to do is come over here and hit the update button. So we'll go ahead and do that. Hit update. And we get a little banner saying that our page has been updated. And we're good to go. So pages are pretty much the same thing as posts. There's two other things I want to mention in this video. The first is that if you create a page, it doesn't necessarily show up on the navigation for the site. Let me explain what I'm talking about. If we come back here to all pages, you'll notice that we have a page here underneath the Members tab that says Register for the Forums. So this page exists, but if I go to the actual website, under Members, notice that I don't have an option for registering for the forums. I took this page off for a couple different reasons we don't need to get into right now. But let's say I wanted to add that page back on. Right now, anyone who visits the website can't get to that page because there's no link to it. So what I would do is I'd come back here, and this is true anytime you were to create a new page. Your new page will not show up on the navigation bar unless you do one extra step. Here's the extra step. After I've created my page, I come down this left-hand menu again to Appearance. And under Appearance, I have multiple options. I want to choose Menus. Menus are essentially the navigation bars that link different pages together. So once again, you create a new page. You want to add that page so that everyone can see it on the website. I come down after I've created the page to Appearance and Menus. Click on Menus. And now I'll see a page that looks a little bit different. Here is the navigation menu, is the one we're working on. And in fact, you have a couple, well actually they're the same menu. Well, that's not true. You have a navigation menu, which is what you see on a desktop, and then you have a mobile menu, which is the menu you would see if you were looking at the site from a smartphone. But for right now, we'll just play around with this navigation menu. So if I look at the menu structure here, I can see exactly what I have on my menu. I've got a home link first, then an About Us, then News, then Contact, Become a Member. And then under Members, you actually can't click on this Members page. When you click on this Members link, you get the drop down that says Meetings and Member Forums. I've got a photo gallery page, I've got a research page, and under the research drop down, I've got Apple Varieties, helpful links, and newsletter articles. Okay, so let's say I want to add a page to the menus. I've created my new page called Register for the Forums. It's right here, and you can see this here in this left-hand box that says Pages. So all I would have to do is click on and check Register for APFGA Forums, and click this button here that says Add to Menu. We'll wait for it to think for a minute, and then sure enough, here is the menu item. Well, I don't really want this link in the main bar of the website. Let me show you again real quick. I don't want to register for the forums right here next to research. I really want it underneath this members drop down. So what I'll do is I'll take this box which says register for APFG forums and drag it so that it shows up in line with these other drop downs. Once I have the navigation menu the way that I'd like it, I hit Save Menu. And all of a sudden, if I were to come back and refresh this page, underneath Members, sure enough, now I have an option for Register for the Forums. So that's the extra step it takes if you were to create a new page for the website. You need to have a way to link to that page. The way that you link to that page is through Appearance and Menus. This is where you check a box, add it to the menu, drag and drop it where you want it in the navigation bar or the menu. I actually don't want this link on here right now, so I can always click on these little triangles here to give myself more options. In this case, I just want to remove this from the menu, save the menu again, and now it's back the way that we started. One last thing I want to show you in this video, and that's how to add pictures. So just for fun, let's go back to the pages here on the left-hand menu. And let's go to the Contact Us page. Oh, you can see here I already have a picture on this page. And we'll work with pictures here for a moment, and we'll talk a little bit about how to use them. One thing I want to mention is what you see here and the formatting you see here is not necessarily the way the formatting looks on the website. So as you can see here, I've got, I mean, it looks ugly, right? I've got some headings here. I've got some links to some emails here, and it doesn't look that great. I can always come up here to View Page, and I can see what that page would look like on the actual website. So let's do that. I didn't want to save the changes I had anyway. Let's go take a look at this page. Okay. Still not beautiful, but it looks a little different than the way it looked on the back end. Right up here again now, I've got Edit Page instead of View Page. I can click this. I'm back here.